Chapter 10, Cal Poly. Okay, in September, Vic was off to Cal Poly in Pomona. Pomona is about a 2-hour drive north of Rancho Bernardo on I-15. Of course, in those days, I-15 wasn't complete, so it did take a little longer, but it was still a pretty easy trip. The school requires that freshmen residents live on campus, which is fine with Linda and me. Okay? We believe in Vic's resilience, but also like the idea of having some structure and rule base. The academic difference between high school and college is significant, so we like the idea that he'd have regular dining hours, rarely need to go off campus, and have a ready supply of companions. But he had a car, and he went off campus. Vic made a few friends at school, but connected to the local hardcore scene, mostly finding people who shared his interest in hardcore straight-edge music and vegetarianism. One week, Vic returned from Pomona wearing beads around his neck. I knew them to be an outward sign of his growing Krishna involvement, but I played dumb. What's that around your neck? A necklace. Where'd you get it? From the temple. There's another Krishna temple in L.A.? What's it made of? Cool as ever I was. Tulasi beads, a sacred plant. Why do you wear them? Because I like them. Okay, later I find out that Prabhupada, the guru who started the Hare Krishna movement, said this about the beads. Just as a pet dog has got a collar, similarly we are pet dogs of God. So we have got this collar. And Yamaraja, the Lord of Death, will understand that he, the devotee, is God's dog, and he should not be shot down, because the Tulasi is so all-important they are never taken off, but they can be replaced. Anyone who wears Tulasi neck beads at the time of death is greatly benefited beyond imagination. I didn't know that. Therefore, it's important to keep them on at all times. Tulasi also identifies one as a follower of Lord Chaitanya. If I were better educated, I would have known it was already game over. I was not surprised when Vic avoided mathematics and science at school when he finally declared his major, but he chose philosophy. Really? Go to a polytechnic school and study philosophy? Those guys just talk in circles for hours on end. To me, philosophy is mostly shades of gray, rarely a carbon black or blinding white idea. As an engineer, I prefer ideas that can be either verified through testing and embraced, or discarded like the trash that they are. To me, philosophy is best for amusing after-dinner conversation. Since there's no such thing as a philosopher's anti-defamation league, I can say anything I want. Before long, Vic had a girlfriend. He met Marianne in the dorms. Her face resembled Serena, Vic's previous girlfriend on Long Island, except Serena had flowing hair and was very modern. Marianne was a throwback hippie type with a calm demeanor. We later found out that at the tender age of 20, she was already a recovering alcoholic. Marianne's family lived in Chula Vista, which is about 20 minutes south of Rancho Bernardo. Vic and Marianne didn't come home from Cal Poly every weekend, but when they did, Vic would often spend Saturdays at her parents' house. He drove I-15 south to Chula Vista with some regularity. One Saturday evening, when Vic returned from the Southland, he was in an unhappy mood. What's wrong? I asked. I got a speeding ticket. Yeah, I hate when they hide behind the bridges and use those radar guns. Nah, the cop was in the middle lane when I passed him. He must have been going 70. I looked at him when I passed. He sure looked angry. He pulled me over in a flash. What? I was incredulous. Well, everybody goes 70 or 75 on the 15. But not passing a cop. Don't you have any respect? But everybody goes as fast as I was going. Not when there's a cop around. That's asking for trouble. Why? Everybody does it. Everybody should get a ticket. It's starting to be pretty obvious that common sense isn't Vic's long suit.